Paul, we're at FANUC UK today. We've come here to talk about automation. Behind us, we've got a robot loading a FANUC ROBODrill. What is this loader called?
It's a ROBOLOADER, we tend to call it. Yeah. So it's.
And does it fit to all your ROBODrill machines?
Yes, it does. Yeah. The difference in the ROBODrill machines are the small, medium, and large bed machines, but it doesn't make any difference. It'll fit on all of them.
And would it also fit to another machine in the market, another brand, or is it just for FANUC ROBODrills?
It would, yes. It would depend on how you can load the machine. We prefer side loading with this sort of solution rather than front loading. But that doesn't mean we can't do that with the robot. It just means a slightly different solution.
And what is the integration? What's behind the integration? Let's take both examples. What's behind the integration to a ROBODrill and then also to another brand of machine?
A lot of it really is down to the interface between the robot control and the CNC control. With the FANUC control, it's a lot easier for us to interface between the robot control and the CNC control, in so much as that you can control the machine through the robot or the robot through the machine. If we use another type of control system, any other manufacturer, then it's just a matter of selecting a field bus and selecting programs and deciding how the customer wants to control the machine and the automation.
And when you do come to programming it, how does that all work? Is that something you do offline? Do you teach the robot what to pick up and where to pick it up from?
Yes, you do. Yes, you can teach it with the teach pendant, what we call teach pendant programming, or you can program via the RoboGuide software that we have, which is PC-based software, where you could load a model of the machine, the robot cell, into there in a standard CAD format, 3D CAD format, and then program the robot for the application specifically to your requirements.
And the one we've got in here, what would be the maximum weight of billet you could pick up?
Well, that's a little bit limited by the size of the robot. In this case, this robot is designed to pick up 10 kilos. That's 10 kilos including the gripper weight, so it's total payload of the robot. But if that was a requirement for a heavier payload, a heavier part, then we just use a larger robot. That wouldn't be a problem.
And I notice here we do have another ROBODrill sitting alongside the robotic unit. However, it's not connected, but could it be? Could it feed two machines?
It certainly could, and that is one of the big advantages of the ROBODrill and this type of automation, because you could have one robot loading two machines. Because we're going through the side door of the ROBODrill, it's very convenient then to pull another machine next to the robot and load both machines with the same robot. By doing that, the customer really divides the cost of their automation almost in half.
And are we then talking Op1 on one side and Op2 on another? Is that the sort of scenario that would come into play? You
could have Op10 on one and Op10 on another, or you could have Op10, Op20 on the same machine. On the machine we have here, it's got an indexer, fourth axis indexer, so it's doing probably Op10 and Op20 on the same machine. You could even have a selection of one part on one machine and one part on another. Just depends on how we can hold the part
And how popular is it? I mean, what sort of return on investment do your customers get when they invest in this? I know you'll probably say it's application specific, but is there a quick return? Are they inexpensive when you look at it on the whole?
The more standard you can make the automation, as in with the ROBOLOADER, then the more cost effective it is to do, because we're not starting from a blank sheet of paper and redesigning each time we're looking at an application. So your payback on this sort of solution, as standard as you can be, is a lot quicker. The customer can also, the way this is designed with the ROBOLOADER, make their own fixtures for picking the parts from and placing to, so they're not tied to buying that from us.
And is there like a pallet that you put into the machine? So you put all the components into the pallet and then put the pallet in so it picks them, so you're not going into the machine loading or into the robot feeder putting parts in all the time, it's all done at once?
Yeah, that's a very good question. In this example we have here, it's picking up a part and putting it into the machine. So in this case we'd be saying that you're doing a lot of the same sort of part each time, and there's a reasonably high run rate on there, so you don't have to change grippers or programs and that sort of thing. Now, if you were running small batches and one-offs even, and you've got a program in the CNC control, if you can put your part on a pallet and then be gripping the pallet and loading the pallet into the machine, we have a common feature then to pick from and take in and out of the machine.
Do you sell a lot of these units into companies that are doing more one-offs and two-offs, or do they generally go into batch work environments?
No, it tends to be more batch work and higher volume work, really.
It's quite fast as well. The door opening, the robot picking and placing. It's only a matter of seconds from component to component.
It's very quick, yes, and we're getting even quicker. One of the recent advances that we have is an automatic servo door. So the door is open and closed as if it was another axis to the robot or the machine. So the robot can start to move inside the machine before the door is actually fully opened.
Because this type of concept is becoming quite popular in manufacturing these days. There's quite a few in the marketplace, but I don't think I've seen one that loads and unloads as fast as this. Would that be a fair point?
Yes, probably, yeah. Yeah, it is a small robot. It's a fast robot. Some of the robots we have are even faster than this.
And the robot itself, do they come in different sizes? Does this come in different sizes? Can you get a bigger unit, or can you, or a smaller one, or is this a standard unit size?
This is a fairly standard unit size, but if we needed to use a larger robot, because we was, for instance, putting a part onto the large bed machine, that's possible as well. If you wanted to change the design of it, so you wanted a conveyor at the outfeed or to go to an inspection machine or another process, then that's possible as well.
Can you use it in conjunction with vision systems as well?
If necessary, yeah. This system really moves away from requiring a vision system, but you could do. We have our own IR vision system software, which is very quick and simple to program and all integrated within the robot control.
So what about if you had a regular shaped castings? Would that just be down to the grippers?
Quite often, yeah.
And is this totally a FANUC product?
It is totally a FANUC product, yes. It's a FANUC Robodrill CNC machine, a FANUC robot, FANUC control on the CNC machine, and a FANUC Roboloader designed and built by FANUC in Coventry.